This will be the last speaker in this part of the debate. If you haven't been called, don't worry, there will be opportunities this afternoon.
Thank you, Chair. Hello, Conference. Bryony Victoria King, Leeds West CLP, first time speaking at Conference. I'd like to talk to you today about the government science budget, not as a scientist, but as somebody who would describe themselves as, in the words of comedian Robin Ince, a keen idiot. Very interested in science, but at the same time don't know much about spontaneous symmetry breaking in the electric section of the Standard Model, and to be honest, I'm slightly scared of it. This government claimed they had ring-fenced science funding. They said they would protect it. In actuality, there was a 15% cut in real terms. In contrast with an 8% increase in Germany and a 1% increase in France, countries who have rightly invested in science as a means to promote economic growth. The UK science budget is currently about £5.5 billion each year, on a government spend of over £600 billion. This is not a generous proportion. As physicist Professor Brian Cox at the University of Manchester put it recently, we spent more money bailing out the banks in 1 year than we've spent on science in Britain since Jesus. His words, not mine. But you may ask, well, why should we invest in science, especially during these times of economic austerity? Is it really that important? Well, yes, it is. Science is everything. Our whole civilization is built on science. Science and technology are the backbone of society. An investment in science is an investment that is highly likely to pay dividends in terms of future economic growth. Britain already has a rich scientific history, some incredible individuals, and a proud arsenal of achievements. Isaac Newton's Principia, a book that changed the world. Alan Turing's pioneering work in computer science. And Tim Berners-Lee, who you may have spotted at the Olympic opening ceremony, that fantastic chap who invented the World Wide Web at CERN. Our scientists already do amazing work on current levels of funding. Imagine what could be achieved if that funding were to be increased. The government needs to sort out its priorities and realise that we need a long-term plan for investment in science if Britain is to remain a leading scientific nation, and they need to understand, as we all need to understand, why scientific research is so vital. A physics student, who also happens to be my older brother Martin, shared this quote with me last week. I see scientists as the servants of today's society. The better we can train the scientists of tomorrow, the greater the service to society they will give back. Investment in science is an investment for us all. We all benefit, society benefits. This government needs to greatly increase the science budget, or they are doing us all a grave disservice. To finish, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Carl Sagan, which I find rather beautiful. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Thank you, Conference.